Hi, friends. Last week we talked about centering prayer, using that spiritual practice as a way to get rid of the distractions when we're feeling preoccupied, too many things needing our attention, using centering prayer as a way to be still, to clear our mind of those distractions, of those thoughts, and to just sit and be open. This week I was listening to author Carlos Whitaker talking about the word savor. And what he was saying is that when he goes to his local coffee shop in the morning, that he gets his coffee and he sits down in that shop to drink it. He doesn't take it to go and drink it on the way to his next thing, but he sits down to savor it, to spend those 5 minutes appreciating that drink, that moment, that time. And I thought how hard that can be. Now, when I'm out with friends, sharing a meal, sharing a drink, I feel like I'm pretty good at that, at being in that moment, enjoying those people, enjoying those conversations, enjoying that food. But it's so often that we are rushing to the next thing, too many things to do. And so a meal might be taken in the car, certainly a cup of coffee to go, because we can do that while getting to the next thing, while doing the next thing. And I was thinking that somehow that is often true when I'm reading for pleasure as well, that I'm not savoring every bit of those words I'm reading. And if you ask book club, perhaps sometimes we're not even reading every single word, skipping over some parts just to get the general idea. Now, granted, we're not reading I'm oftentimes for pleasure, not reading anything that deep that requires savoring each and every word. And I think part of it has to do with reading digitally, when that Kindle is showing you the percentage or how many minutes till the end of the book or how many minutes to the end of the chapter. And my brain views that as a competition of, I can beat that. And so trying to get through it quickly. And my goodness, there's so many good books out there to read. But it did remind me of this spiritual practice, something that I do find meaningful, this divine reading, where you read the same passage more than one time. You read it through the first time, and then when you go back to read it again, you start to really pay attention. What's catching your attention at that time? And it may be different times that you read it, different times in your life. Maybe it's a couple verses. Maybe it's just a single passage. Maybe it's just a word. And that word is what you need, where your focus needs to be. Something that you can carry with you throughout your day, throughout your week. Maybe it's the reminder of a single word to remind you of the strength of God, that you are not alone. Maybe it's the reminder of the gentleness of Jesus and how gently you are held and loved. But that idea of not trying to get through something, but to savor it, to read those words over and over again, keeping yourself open. What is it that you need to hear? What is going to stick with you? What's going to resonate? And recognizing every time it might not be something deeply profound, but that keeping yourself open, letting yourself be still, not trying to get through it to get to the next, but to savor. Maybe that's something I'm going to work on this week.